Okay, so you are ready to run a power round in Speechwire. So as soon as I see that one of my categories is all in with their second round, I can start scheduling the power rounds. I'm going to do that from the home page, and I'm going to hit elimination round. Your tab team should be in charge of this. Now, demo was all in. I'm going to select them as a grouping. I want to toggle to power round, select round. And now it shows me here how the results, so I can make a cut for how many kids I want to go to power round. There are 7 entries total, which I can see by looking at the very bottom here. So if I was doing a true power round, which is supposed to be about a third, technically that's somewhere between 2 and 3, right? So 3 would be a nice ideal number for this amount of entries. However, if you look at it, I've got a tie for third right now. So my options right now are to cut all the way down to 2 or to let a 4th person in, which would let these 2 people in. I'm going to go ahead and just make my power round 4 of the 7 instead of 2 of the 7. So I'm going to hit make cut here. And then it shows me these are the people you selected. It said, great. This question's really important. How many sections do you want to use for this round? I only have 4 kids, so I only want 1 section. However, if I had 9 kids, I would choose 2 sections because I want 1 room of 4 and 1 room of 5. I'm happy with 1 though, so I toggle to 1 and I hit yes, create round. And now on to my favorite part, to create and view the snake. And this is actually the room setup to figure out which kids are competing against which kids. So I'll hit view and confirm. So the system is going to automate it. They will automatically create rooms according to a seed, so that the best competitor coming out of the preliminary rounds 1 and round 2, are not competing against each other if you have several rooms. I only have 1. So all of my kids are in the same room. The other thing that it does, why you can see mine are highlighted in red, and it's very scary, is because it's showing me that there is a conflict, meaning that I've got 2 kids from the same school competing against each other. You can have them compete against each other, but it warns you so that if you want to switch kids from one room to the other, you can easily do that by selecting the kid that you want to switch them with, and say switch competitors. I can't really switch anyone because, well, they're currently only in one single room. So I have to be okay with this, and that's okay. Generally, if you are switching rooms, though, to get teammates away from each other, pay attention to the total seed numbers. Those should be pretty similar between the rooms if you have several rooms, so that you don't have one room that's the best of the best and then another room that's all the weakest kids who barely made the cut. You want to have a nice mix of it, and so looking at the total seed numbers will help you do that if there's multiple rooms. I only have 1. There's not a change I'm going to make, so I'm just going to hit approve snake. Now, once I've approved the snake, the next thing I get to do is automatically assign judges. So I'm going to do that. Automatically assign judges. Working, did it. There are judge assignments. So the power round has now been scheduled, but I need to share it. I need to let the kids know, and I need to let the judges know. I'm going to hit view grouping schematic in order to see this power round so that I know which judges in there and which kids are in there. So if I hit that, you can see all the rounds, but I scroll down, here is that power round. So I have the judges' names, and I have the kids' codes, and I have the room number. To get this information to kids, you can have someone scribe it on those really big pieces of paper and run it into wherever the kids are hanging out. You could type it up on a Google slide. I actually usually copy and paste this into a Google slide that's being presented in the kids' room. That's what we do for state. And for the judge room, I just either handwrite it real quick or send it to the printer, and someone just hollers in the judge room, I need Candy Day and Lauren Beckman and Michael Mahoney. And then they approach you and say, hey, you're in room 208. You're going to be judging demonstration, and here's the rules for that category. Have fun. And then you can send them on their way. So that's how you schedule the round. Now, just like all the previous rounds, you still need to blast it out. And I would wait to blast out the power rounds until like all of round 2 is finished. So even though I maybe scheduled a power round and posted the power round listing before everyone else was done, I'm not going to have it get started because judges could still be in round 2. When I am ready to get it started, the tab room is going to go to posting center, release, post, and blast rounds. And just like they did for round 1 and round 2, they're going to go ahead and hit the go button for power and wait until it turns green. And once it's green, now the judges have access to their e-ballots that they can fill out. And now we're just waiting for results to come in, and it's as simple as that.